that you can be manipulated like
What's up, everybody? This is the Digital World Podcast, and you gotta watch this video because based on what you're told to think, based on what you're told to see, to um, to decide, it really impacts you. A lot of people have a sedentary lifestyle, and all they're doing is sitting down, no exercise, which that alone is unhealthy, not good for you in the long term. And they just look for entertainment. And the word itself, entertainment, means enter, to come in, tain, to keep you in that mode. And meant is to, I believe, what was it? There's this breakdown. It's to get you to believe or something like that. So they want you to stay in that mode and just absorb everything and get you to believe and accept what you're seeing. And so with people being constantly exposed, like in commercials or in movies, they're getting these subliminal messaging. And with, for example, all these action movies or all these other movies that have so much information, and your brain is trying to break it all down, but it's all going so fast that your body resorts to the limbic system, which absorbs all that information. And it's quite interesting. And there's a science to this, and that's why they program you with all these images, and whether you realize it or not, over time, that ends up affecting how you think, how you react, how you listen, what choices you make. And so this video kind of alludes to that.
You might be thinking, these two circles are not equal. I repeat, these two circles are not equal. One is in fact larger than the other. What I need you to do is determine which one that is. So, please raise your hand if you believe the blue circle is larger than the red. All right. Please raise your hand if you believe the red circle is larger than the blue. All right, very good. Now, before I said anything about these two circles, what was your first instinct? Equal, right? Because they look equal. And the reason why they look equal is because, in fact, they are equal. These two circles are identical. Yet I got just about every one of you to raise your hand and say that they're not. So what did we learn? That you can be manipulated like that to believe in something that goes against your natural instinct. Just imagine as a child you're taught that the blue circle is larger than the red. If you say it enough times, you convince yourself that's the truth. If you're told the lie enough times, it becomes part of your reality. And if enough people are taught that lie, that the blue circle is larger than the red, well, now it becomes part of the culture. And if that culture then passes that misinformation along to the next generation, well, now it becomes tradition.
It becomes tradition. So I think that last portion, let's listen to that again, because I think it's essential that we understand this, because what you have been taught all along, and here's the thing, here's the issue. A lot of people have bought into this, right? They've been taught this thing as a child, it's been repeated to them, and they believe this as true. And when you present information that's counter to their narrative, to what they believe, it's like breaking down these walls that make up their existence. And it's not easy. And that's why they rather keep believing a lie than accepting the truth, because accepting the truth means you're all of what you've believed your whole life. Complete farce. So let's watch this again.
Just imagine, as a child, you're taught that the blue circle is larger than the red. If you say it enough times, you convince yourself that's the truth. If you're told the lie enough times, it becomes part of your reality. And if enough people are taught that lie, that the blue circle is larger than the red, well, now it becomes part of the culture.
Boom. And how do you make it become part of the culture? How do you get it so that enough people accept it? You have a mass media program that everyone watches. I don't care if it's Fox News, CNN, etc., etc., etc. They're programming you. Even it's coming from the contrary perspective. You're being programmed. And that's why a lot of people, they wanted this sedentary lifestyle, because then you absorb everything. You're watching everything, and they're feeding you what they want you to see. And that's how it becomes part of the culture. And if you think this isn't a mass operation, I think you got to rethink that again, because this has been happening for decades.
And if that culture then passes that misinformation along to the next generation, well, now it becomes tradition.
So what, folks have been, your ancestors, what they've been watching, and they pass it on to you, such as certain racial things or beliefs or tradition, whatever it is, they pass it on to you because that's what they're programmed to believe or think. And they never just stop to kind of think and wonder what they're being taught without them even realizing. So that'd be an interesting video for today. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel. It's the Digital World Podcast, and I'll see you in the next episode.